Hi, and welcome back. In the last video, you learned about the Inland Empire, its history, and the various factors over the years that have contributed to the poor air quality that we see today. In this video, we will jump back into photography and talk about composition and color. First, what is composition? Some people approach composition as a feeling, while others think of it as a mathematical question. Both are correct because both have the same goals in mind, and that is to find balance and harmony. Photographer Stephen Shore described composition as solving for what is in the frame. A good way to approach composition is to work with your frame. Pay attention to what you see at the edges. Before you snap a photo, first physically move around the subject. Get closer or further away. Move the frame up or down, or try a different angle. As you get closer to taking the photo, your adjustments should get smaller and smaller because you are working towards finding a visual resolution. Within the frame, think about what shapes, patterns, or lines you are seeing. What happens when you take something out or leave something in by moving your frame? What is going on in the background, in the foreground, and where is the subject? Is it within the frame, in the center, or off to one side? If you're taking action shots and things are moving quickly, try focusing on the bigger stuff, such as where you want to be physically in relation to the subject in the background. Shoot many photos and choose the best ones later when you edit. Eventually, composition will come to you more naturally, and you can shift your focus on what is happening in front of you. Remember, your goal always as a photographer is to work towards resolution, balance, and harmony. Next, let's talk about color. Color is another great tool that you as a photographer can use to express yourself. Similar to our lesson on light in Module 1, color can be integrated in many creative ways to tell interesting stories in a picture. The first thing to know about color is that colors have relationships with each other. In a complementary relationship, two colors are across from each other on a color wheel. When you use complementary colors such as orange and blue, they can heighten each other's intensity, and the result is a contrast that draws the viewer's attention. In analogous relationships, on the other hand, two colors on the color wheel are next to each other. For example, yellow and green. These types of color combinations bring a sense of harmony and calm when used together. The type of light falling on a subject also has an effect on color. Hard light makes colors brighter and more saturated, while soft light can bring out a more subdued pastel tone to a color. Color psychology is something that is very widely used in art and marketing today. Depending on what colors we use and the combinations of those colors, it can have the ability to change how we feel and even how we act. For example, many restaurants use the colors red, yellow, and orange because it grabs our attention and stimulates our appetites. Color is also used quite a bit in our language to describe our emotions. We might say that we're feeling blue or green with envy, or we might be seeing red with anger. Remember that color can have specific meanings depending on the person's and their culture. And expressing those colors in an intentional, informed way can be a powerful tool. Now, it is time to put what you've just learned into practice. Complete the activity section in this module on composition and color, and we will see you in the next video where we talk about how air quality affects our bodies, our communities, and our environment. See you in the next video.